Hello! On the Scotch and Rain Show, special financial edition here.
Special financial edition.
Directed by
Lotus. Oh no, Spirit. I just assumed.
Lotus Spirit.
Right,
that's
Lotus
good.
Spirit.
Listen, guys.
No, our children. Period.
Yes, children.
Yes.
Children. You know, there has been a change on the set.
There has. Wow. Let's bring it to us. Let's bring it in. We're calling on the money.
Money.
Before we get into something, can I?
How about
just,
microphone?
Right? Oh my God! I can't believe this.
Yeah, we're not redoing that. Sorry.
We're
you
not.
have to deal with this.
I have mine on already. See, because I'm a professional.
Think of yourself, don't you, Rain? Don't you?
I do.
Let's hear it for Rain for having her microphone on.
Anyway, can I just tell you something really interesting? Since you have money on. Thank you. I know.
Boy, you have an adoring crowd.
Yeah, well, it's all about the money.
It's all about the ching, ding, ding. So, you know, why do we want to talk about money right now?
Why do you want to talk about money? And I'm going to tell you a story I have about a spirit relationship to money that a beautiful woman, Ia Omitayo, taught me.
Oh, say that 3 times.
Right?
Why do I want to talk about money? You know what? Because here's the thing. You know how you have relationships in life, in the whole world?
Yes.
I view all the aspects of life as relationships.
Yes.
And my relationship to money has been, or was, a roller coaster ride for quite some time.
Wow.
Where I resented it, or I really wanted it, you know, I lusted for it, and then I didn't have enough of it, and why is it ignoring me, and where's mine? It's sort of like love, the whole thing. And then finally I started to change the dynamic of my attitude. You know, it's like forgiving an old lover.
Right.
And then they come back around and they turn into like a friend for life or something.
Right.
You know, so I don't know, I just like talking about money because people don't like to talk about money.
And they should. They should. Money is energy.
Energy.
Yeah, period.
Yeah.
And we call it to us. So here's what I want to say. I remember taking this class, how I met Ia, which got me into my spiritual belief of Ifa, was meeting this beautiful woman in this class. It was an arts and the culture class in Baltimore. And she talked about rappers and hip hop music. And she said, why do you think they're rich? Why do you think money seems to come to them easily, and there's this sense of energy around money? And she said because they're talking about money, they're singing about money, they are calling up the money. And it has stuck with me.
Hello, Scotch is money.
Right? But that's what I'm saying.
The door is open.
It has stuck with me, and I think I'm at that place right now in my life where I'm literally picking up that phone, that spiritual phone, and saying, I am ready to receive that money. I'm not afraid of it. I look at it, and this makes me excited.
So I want to talk about this is something I wanted to say.
Please.
And now that first thing went out of my head because maybe this is more important.
Okay.
You have to be associated with wealth all the time by virtue of your name.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I know there will be people surprised here. Wait, Rain doesn't have all of Richard's money? Because number one, people don't know that you have siblings.
Two, but they don't have his money either.
I know that.
But I want to say something. Speak to that spiritually.
Yeah.
Right. What surrounded, and this is what I've come to. What surrounded my father and his money energetically was not passed to us for the, I believe, for the negative influence within that energetic field, and that. For me, and I can't speak for my other siblings, but I can speak for myself, that also having lived with my other parent, my mother, who talked constantly of lack, that I think energetically it was a fear of, if I have money, then somehow that makes me different. Somehow, like, I put it down. Like, having money became a thing, and I wanted to be normal.
Right.
I wanted to feel comfortable around other people. I didn't want to be judged for what I have. And I think consciously, energetically, I pushed that away. And for my dad, money was associated for me with like drugs and alcohol and women and all this stuff. So there was an energetic thing, and now I'm in a different place because now I'm a mother, and being around friends. Like when you start to think wealth, you bring people into your life who have that same mindset. And now I feel it changing. Like I'm not afraid of hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars. I'm not afraid of it anymore. And I also don't have the focus on I need to prove something to somebody else.
You know, those silly sayings that people throw at you when you're a kid, and you start making contracts with yourself. They're like, you know, money won't buy you happiness. And I've always said, thank God for such humor. I said, well, I would rather have a well-financed misery, you know, than be broke and I mean, I'm serious. That has been my attitude.
Wow.
It's like,
I wish I had that.
Well,
I mean, I think now I do. I mean, then as a child, I wish I had that mindset to do that.
But people have made money such an ugly, dirty thing over here, and yet we all need it. Everybody needs it for one level, at one level or another. But I used to have this big issue with how much people earned. Like, you're getting paid what for that? And then I realized, wait a minute, people like us, for example, who've chosen a profession where some days we show up and we make minimum, and then some days we show up and we make thousands. It's like, yes, but we've decided to go into a world where you don't work for a year at a time or longer. So when it does come in, we've gambled our time towards a belief that we're going to be successful.
Absolutely.
So why push that success at bay? Why keep it at bay? It's like, no, I've worked to be successful. And if I was a lawyer, making the money that lawyers made, and you translate that over to actor, everybody might know my name. A successful lawyer, because if you put it in proportion. So I kind of like invite it now. I invite success on all levels. But my favorite kind of success I have to talk about is my health.
Yes.
I really am a healthy guy.
You are.
And my health is improving at this stage in my life. I'm planning on living until I'm 92.
Okay.
I was going to do 82, but then I had to change it.
Okay.
To 92.
I plan on living as long as the universe allows me to live.
Well, I am the universe.
Right.
In my world. I'm the center of my universe, and we have an agreement.
Okay.
Let's get to a healthy 92.
Nice.
I want to die like this. I want to lay my head down and say, I'm not going to wake up tomorrow morning.
Nice.
That's my plan.
Right.
Oh, you know, might get hit by a bus. Well, okay. There is a power greater than me out there that has a plan. But I don't care. I shouldn't stop myself from living my dream or what I want to do. And I also want that at 92. I don't want to look at the right side of the menu to see how much something costs. Can I afford it based on my little tiny retirement check? So my relationship to finance is completely different. And I understand something else too. I have to be sensitive if I'm talking to someone who's deeply set in fear.
Right.
If I'm speaking from an abundant position and they are clinging to their fear and their lack. If they're not asking me for advice,
you don't give it.
I don't talk about it because it's basically like pouring salt on their wound.
Right.
I also don't have to hear it.
Yes. And that I think I'm in that place because I don't want to hear of lack all the time. And I'm learning how to have a very new conversation about finances, about that energy in my life. And this is something I think we wanted to share with our viewers and people of where we're at differently, which is to gather that energy flow. Like for me in the mornings, I literally picture money flowing to me like a river. I picture it in my head when I get into any kind of fear, because fear is normal to have. The thing is not to sit in your fear. So a lot of times I'll acknowledge it. I'll go, I'm fearful right now. What is it about? And I'll check myself. Like I have a checklist of what that is. I acknowledge the fear and then I remove it. And it's followed by, I see this rushing flow of money. And then, you know, the machines that print money. Yeah. Those machines are printing money and it's flowing right to me. And it's fast. It's like, because energetically, the universe works very fast when it's right and you're in the flow. And I'm noticing that changing my life. Like, you know, because you know some personal things about me right now. Like I was supposed to go away for a job and it didn't happen. I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? And the universe said, you're going to be taken care of. And I'm in this place now where I'm like, I'm trusting. And I think it's funny that I have this huge, and I also don't think it's coincidence either, this huge $100 bill sitting in front of me. Thank you, Scotch.
You think we can take this to a local store?
I know, right? Get some stuff.
He's just running out of the store. Counterfeits. Counterfeiters. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I want to soften the edges around the topic of,
let's do it.
finances and success. But you know, you can take your attitude about finance. And that's why I wanted to bring up health. You can take your attitude about deserving great health and translate right into deserving wealth.
Yes.
Or deserving great love.
Yes.
It's all relative. It doesn't matter if we're talking about money or not. It does all connect in that one area of how do I feel about myself? What am I claiming as my own?
Right.
What am I welcoming into my experience?
Right.
So that's kind of like really kind of my thing. And I really, really like to talk about money in a positive way. I just do. Because I don't view it as cash, I view it as energy.
But that's exactly what it is, and it's an exchange. It's an exchange of energy. The greatest thing my grandfather ever said, no matter what job you have, to treat it as though it is the job that you wanted, like the best job you wanted, so that energy and stuff flows to you get the job that you wanted. And I understand now what he was saying.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. Also being a parent.
Yes.
You know, and making sure that your kids are cared for. Although this really wonderful actress told me once, when we found out we were going to have triplets, and I was like, how do we afford that? And she said, you know, and I love this, she said, you know, babies bring their own loaf of bread. And that was her spiritual way of telling me that you can worry all you want to, but they do bring in their own energy. They don't come here to stress you. They come here to make your, at least in my personal experience, to make your life more abundant. So don't block their energy around that too.
Yeah, no.
So my kids, they're helping me understand my own personal hang-ups. That we just had to do this. I hope you guys don't mind. Occasionally, we just gotta.
You got to delve into things because I think people are afraid. I think we're in a time right now where there's a lot of fear around what's the world going to look like? What are we going to look like financially and all these things in our lives? Mom and pop shops are leaving small towns and where are we going to be? What are we going to do with our families? And so what we're asking everyone basically, I think, is to change your mindset around that thought process. See yourself as right now receiving your abundance. I feel like one of those TV evangelists at the moment. If you touch a hand to the screen, you're gonna get your abundance.
Only if you try to molest me later when the camera stops rolling, then you'll be one of those people. I've had my personal experience. That's another show.
Right.
I can talk.
You know, but I think that's what we're asking you to do is to feel that abundance. And what does it feel like when you have the money that you want? See right now, look at this. That's what it feels like. That's what's so funny. It's like it's feeling that. It's feeling that joy. It's feeling that exhilaration that, God, I can go where I want to go. I can travel where I can get what I want to get. I have money in the bank. I'm excited about it all of a sudden. So that feeling, along with thinking of it right here, right now, until it actually manifests in the real world, is the kind of energy that you want to have. Yes? No?
I agree. So why don't we keep this up for a couple of more episodes? Can you see our backdrop? We got money just falling from the sky, just like she said. So thank you for tuning in to our special episode on finance and money. Again, the opinions of Scotch and Rain do not necessarily reflect the
opinions of anybody else.
Yeah, it's just our
opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
And to some people, other people stink.
Whoa!
I said it.
I did. Scotch and Rain Show.
Take care.
Ciao.
This is the Rain and Scotch Show.
This is the Scotch and Rain Show.
It's over before you know.
It's go.
It's over?
It's gone.
Is the show over?
It's gone.
Bye.
Dandy.